So we finally get back from Jamaica. Instead of talking to me about it in person, I guess she just waited the next day to text me about it. Hey, Daph, the 150 I spent, I'm going to need it back. I overspent in Jamaica. I was only supposed to use the cash I spent as if she spent money on me. I said, yeah, we both did. I agree. But the 150 wasn't spent on anything that was relatable to my birthday. We didn't spend money on anything out there except for rides and the hotel. We ain't do shit out there. The people you chose charged for everything. And I stayed in the hotel. I paid $550 because I paid the additional portion for you already. Getting caught was never a part of the plan. And once that line is crossed, I can't do nothing about it when you got to pay that $150 towards your stay. And this is where she starts kicking a bitch while they down. Because, bitch, you knew that I just moved out of my apartment. I didn't start work until a month after the trip. Bitch, you know I didn't have shit to give you, ho. First off, nothing you're saying makes sense. This falls on you. You always say you go off experience, right? You've been to Mexico. You say you've been to an all-inclusive resort. Common sense what I've told you. Experience an all-inclusive resort. Basically say you should book for two. I shouldn't be sticking around other people's resort for shit that I paid for. I would never have my friends stick around another resort. Okay, so this is where accountability comes from. So why didn't you pay the $385 there at the front desk? Why sneak around? Because I didn't force you to sneak around. You could have simply went to that desk and been like, you know what? Let me just pay the remaining balance. Because you didn't pay the remaining balance. I paid the remaining balance for you. That's why you was able to go on the trip to begin with. But there was an additional portion to it that you could not afford. Instead of looking at it this way, oh shit, I was able to save money. Bitch, I only had to pay $150 out of that $385. Shit, I'm chilling. You chose to stick around, love. I gave you an option. I said you could pay this or you could just wait until push come to shove and you get caught up and pay that $150. You chose, fam, to pay that $150, fam. You didn't want to. If it was me, I would have just paid the full balance at the front desk, no hesitation. You could just tell how selfish and self-centered and a user she is. Just by saying, two, you say you were going to pay majority of the resort from the beginning because it's your birthday, remember? So you paying for majority was your choice. So instead of taking that as an appreciation, you're throwing that in my face like that's my job. It's my job to fund you. Bitch, I paid majority of it, which I did. So that means any fee after that, come out of pocket. Not only that, how the fuck are you comfortable with me paying majority of your flight and your stay on my birthday? Goes to show the type of bitch you are. She proceeded to say, I obviously didn't expect it now since I know you don't got it. However, I do expect that money returned. I specifically budgeted for the trip and no one forced you to go with the people that I chose for Uber. You could have chose your own people, the other people you said that your friends recommended. So please don't try to make it seem like I made you spend unnecessary money. I was the only one who spent unnecessary money. Baby, you only spent on Uber. You literally budgeted for Uber. Literally. I kept telling her, go on her phone, use Uber, use Uber. She not one time went on her phone to use Uber, the real Uber. She wanted to go to the people that her sister chose when she went out there. She didn't go on Uber. I told her multiple times, go on Uber, go on Uber, go on Uber. I decided to go to my person the last day there because she didn't have no more money to fund on rides. So we chose somebody who was $10 less than the people that we originally went to. Don't get me wrong. I understand 1,000% what she's saying. She shouldn't have to be sneaking around other people's islands. So that means as an adult, you make the right decisions. Do you want to pay full price or do you want to stick around until you get caught? She's a grown-ass adult. Matter of fact, she's older than me. So she made that decision. I gave her options and she chose. So take accountability for the option you chose. So I never said I spent unnecessary money. I said we both overspent, which I agreed on, nor am I mad or upset about it. If I would have added 2 people, it would have been $1,300 to $1,400. Something you still wouldn't be able to pay for out of pocket, out of the $150 you didn't spend for 3 days. Meaning she only spent $150 for 3 days. That's a blessing in disguise. Never said you forced me to do anything, and in starting to see it's a pattern for you. You always feel attacked and twist up everything that I really mean. And that's why you get so angry, because everything you just texted, I ain't say any of those things. I said you chose the people, which is true. We both overspent, which is true. And we talked about getting caught as well and the consequences behind it if we did. Daphne, my situation is way worse than yours. I'm not coming home to money or a job. I'm stuck as fuck right now, and you know this. You out of all people know this, so just caught off guard because I wouldn't even think about turning around after your B-Day trip to say, give me back my money I spent to celebrate with you. I could never. I just simply could never celebrate with somebody, then turn around after their birthday trip to say, hey, run me back my money for celebrating with you. What the fuck type of bullshit is that? Then she wanted me to touch my money that I had saved at the crib for her. You thought I was gonna touch my side hustle money for you? What the fuck you got going on? I told you we could have added you first date. It would have been $385, or we could go and say we lost it for only $150 if shit hit the fan. And we both have a band, mind you. Mine just won't work anymore. But at least we're both. At least now, if she gets caught, she pays that $150. At least both of us would have wristbands on, except mine would be turned off, but hers would still be on. Also, I feel like because I have money in my safe at the crib, she going based on that. But bitch, that's not money that I will ever touch to give you. So why the fuck are you in my pockets? Why are you pocket watching me? The only money I count and actually go based off is when I work and do a 9 to 5. That's the only money I care about and spend and splurge with. My side hustle money, if you know me, you know what I do on the side. I don't never touch. I could buy a fucking house and I could buy 3 cars with that money. I would never in my life touch that money. She gonna say, laughing my ass off, I notice patterns with you as well, but I like to stay on topic. I don't talk about people just because I don't like that things aren't going my way. No one is angry, nowhere, and nothing I said tells you I'm angry or feel attacked. I simply said I need my money returned, period. You sent a long paragraph because that's what you do when you feel like, when you don't like what you're hearing. You talk about stuff that have nothing to do with the conversation at hand, and that be the problem. How the fuck am I not talking about the conversation when I literally addressed everything that you said and you're talking to me in returns about everything that wasn't said? I literally stated, I didn't say this, I didn't say that, and I didn't do this. I literally had to repeat myself and said, this is what I'm talking about. And what's so crazy, this bitch want to be me so bad. She literally talks like me. When I tell her, hey, when we're having a conversation, stick on topic. So if we're talking about a fucking pencil, we talk about that pencil. Anything outside that pencil, you go to talk about someone's character and how they are, then bitch, you're a fake ass person. I told her, hey, I don't think the love is being reciprocated on my birthday. You go from that to, oh, you ain't got no friends. You're this, you're that. Bitch this, bitch that. Oh, but I thought we were supposed to stay on topic, love. I thought we're not supposed to talk about anything else but that. She trying to reverse psychology what I told her I don't do. She done it like 3 times. She got me. Remember when I told y'all I was on the phone with my homeboy and she got mad because I was on the phone with my homeboy. She jumped in. She got mad because she's like, we're not supposed to argue around people. Bitch, I'm the one who told you you're not supposed to argue around people. Now you're trying to use that against me. Bitch want to be me so bad. That be the problem, and try to make yourself seem like you have way more going on in life than everybody else when someone comes to you about anything, any little thing. Notice how you didn't even mention that I am correct. It is on you because none of this would have occurred if you booked for 2 people, which I agree. Yeah, you wouldn't have to sneak on them people islands if I would have booked it the right way. But then also, you wouldn't have been able to go on a trip at all if I would have booked it the right way. Also, you had an option to pay full price at the desk or wait till you got caught. So, yes, I take accountability for fucking up the reservations. But do I feel like I owe you $150? Absolutely not. Not when majority of your trip and stay was already paid for. That's just you being selfish and greedy and a user. Then she says, and you don't know nothing I got going on, Daphne. So you saying you have way more going on is crazy when it has nothing to do with the topic. I never asked for the money immediately. I said when you have it because I know you don't have it. Duh. I bought a specific amount because like I told you on the plane, I moved into my new place. And 2, we never spoke of any consequences. I just kept listening to you talk about most of the stuff. I was quiet, kept it short after you tried to explain and justify why you're speaking on me to others was okay. I speak about the situation. not the person. And I would rather know what I'm paying in advance. Like I said, I budgeted for the trip. I was under the impression everything was paid for. Me going into my savings was not a part of the plan. Again, here go this bitch trying to be me. She knows dang on well when I talk, I tell the story and never about the person. She knows that firsthand because any bitch I cut off, I never spoke bad about their name. Never. So for her to think that I spoke bad about her is fucking outrageous. The reason why she's saying that is because when we got into a big ass argument, she told me she went to her best friend about her and me getting into an argument about her jumping in the conversation with me and my homeboy, and then we fell out. So, bitch, you could go to your friend and talk about the situation, but I can't go to my friend and talk to my friends about the situation. Who the fuck do you think you are? And then this bitch had the nerves to tell me that her friend and her said I was wrong because she jumped in the conversation that I was having and told her to stop talking about the situation. Leave it alone. I'm still on the phone with him while I'm telling her, hey, just stop. I already see where this is going. Just stop. And she kept talking over me, screaming. But I'm the one who's at fault because you jumped in my conversation. She never takes accountability. She don't stand on her own 2 feet. Like, she needs validation to feel like she's right when she's completely wrong. And anybody who boosts that and tells you that you're right when you're wrong, they shouldn't even be in your fucking corner. Because my friends will tell me when I'm wrong. Then this bitch is going to say that I'm capped. You never said nothing about no 385. You just kept talking about 150 and I told you I wasn't paying it because everything should have been booked properly. Okay, so you chose not to pay the remaining balance and you chose to stick on the People Islands because you feel like I was also supposed to accommodate that 150 for you, even though I already paid for your ticket and half your stay. So you also felt like I needed to pay that 150. Again, here go the lie. We booked October 2nd to October 6th. Why the fuck would I write all this down for me not to tell you about it? Make it make sense. I literally wrote all this down and explained it to her 3 times in her face. She just lied and said I never explained this to her and I only told her about 150. 150. So you didn't want to pay it, so then I'm not paying it. So I proceeded to say I made it very clear that it was $385 for 3 days twice on the couch after I spoke with them and again in the room along with the day passes for Eden. Love. Again, you wouldn't have afforded the $385 and you still paid less with the $150 for your stay. I accommodated your stay the first time when I chose to pay the additional $150 for you with no problem. I didn't mind it at all, but I won't be accommodating twice. Only because that $150 didn't go towards me. It went towards your stay. Like, do you not see how this is wrong? I took it upon myself to pay an extra portion for your stay already because I didn't want you to spend too much on the hotel, being generous. Instead of going half like we normally would do, then you're saying to pay an additional $150 for your stay, making it $300 I spent on you. That's not right, man. By the way, I only read the cap part because if it's not pertaining to the money, then I won't even talk about it. Anything I mentioned was discussed face to face already. Okay, just tell me how you're looking at it so I can understand better with a voice note. Like, how do you view it? Then I could explain how I view it for a better understanding. Maybe we're not understanding each other because how I'm viewing it is you want me to pay for your stay. Maybe you're viewing it as you feel like you overpaid, if I'm correct. I sent her 3 paragraphs. Y'all looking at it, right? 1, 2, 3. The bitch ain't text me back. I'm over here trying to resolve the issue. I'm like, okay, just tell me how you look at it and so I can understand better with a voice note. Like, how do you view it? Then I could get a better understanding. Maybe we're not understanding each other. I'm literally saying this in a text. The bitch went ghost on me, Phil. Next day come around. I ain't hear from her. So guess what I did? Blocked her off of everything I love. Yes, I blocked her off of everything I love. And that's when she got mad. She got upset. She went on a rampage. She went to go fuck with my ops. Started talking shit behind my back. Telling people, oh, she want to fight me when she see me. I texted her. I said, listen, baby, I'll let you beat my ass before I put my hands on you. And I'm letting you know that now. Like, what the fuck? It's the fact that I tried to understand where she was coming from for us to resolve the issue. The bitch ghosted me. So don't get mad when I block you off everything. Because when I was reading this, I was like, you know what? She gave me too much time to think. Because when she didn't respond back, she gave me too much time. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Why the fuck am I over here trying to make it work with a friend who used me, left me stranded twice, like literally 3 weeks before the trip. Then you talking shit behind my back. Well, nigga, you're dead to me. Dead fucking grass, bitch. You could die right now and I'm walking over your fucking grave, bitch. I'm pissing and shitting on that shit. Like, that's how bad I hate this fucking girl. Like, I hate her with a passion in my guts. That's why I'm able to drop all these series. Because, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you. You know how many times I fell off with people? I ain't never in my life do a story time on it. Ever. This would be the first. And hopefully it would be the last. But, baby, you thought you was going to get one over on me. I sent you 3 paragraphs trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And you ghosted me. So don't get mad when I ghost you back. See, the difference between me and her is she go behind a bitch back to do all that gangster shit and then throw rocks in her hands. Nah, baby. I'm the type to address shit directly, bitch. I'll let the whole fucking world know what the fuck going on. I ain't got to sugarcoat shit. I ain't hiding shit. And I'm damn sure not talking shit behind your back because I'm sure someone done sent you this. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. And you could clearly see the type of person I am. Still, when I gave y'all this whole story time, I ain't dropped who she was as a person, meaning I ain't tell y'all her business, what she got going on, who she fucking with. I ain't call her dirty. I ain't say she this, she that. Still, I stuck to the story and only told y'all about the story. I don't talk about people, but I damn sure will tell the story. That's the difference between me and her. She talks shit about everybody. I mean, dog shit. Dog shit about her family. I mean, like her family won't shit. Then be in her family place, like she ain't just tell me her business about her sister popping pussy and being a hoe. Like, if you could do that to family, bro, you not to be trusted, period. She works at a salon now. She talk mad shit about the salon owner she got right now. Lauderdale Lakes or wherever the fuck across the street from Players. Man, she talk dog shit about that lady. She talk mad shit about my friends that I bring around her that I cut off because she was in my ears telling me flaw shit that they was telling her about me. Fam, she made me cut them off. And it's the fact that she thought I was going to pay her $150 after she turned my birthday into the worst nightmare I ever had in my life. You thought that you was going to make me cry on my birthday and I was going to fund you an additional $150? Bitch! Lick my ass crack in a hole in it, bitch. Like, what? Stick your tongue in and out of that bitch. Like, bitch, is you crazy? You made me cry on my birthday. And you thought I was going to fund you $150 after that? Now, I can understand. If the trip went great and I had a blast and the shit was just unbelievable, like just crazy magic where I'd be like, yes, this is the best birthday trip ever. Then you know what? I would have made something shit for her. But bitch, you ain't obligated for nothing, ho. I also left out how she got into every argument you could possibly think of with everybody that she got in encounter with, cursing them out, screaming at them, and disrespecting them. She was so nasty on the trip. Now that concludes my story time, bitch. Now y'all have a great motherfucking day. And make sure y'all go back and read all the text messages. Y'all read all the captions I put on the video. And yes, again, I take full accountability of booking the wrong resort. But is that in for all? No, that was a minor error that could have been fixed. You don't fall off with a friend about $150. That's just dumbass shit, bitch. You been had animosity towards me, hoe. So get the fuck on. See you when I see you, and that's that.